Hey everybody, welcome back to Battle Ready Inc. So today for you, we've got another match for you guys to watch. Two top tier decks that we put in our meta review. If you haven't checked that out, make sure you go check that out. We've got it on the channel for the new format here, and I expect Loogamon as well as some form of Greymon deck to definitely be very dominant in this format. So of course we had to put these two head to head and let them go at it. Also, don't forget to check out our Patreon, link in the description below. There you can find all of our memory markers that we featured on the channel in the past for you guys, for all kinds of decks, just whatever you're playing. We've probably got some memory marker out there that would be perfect for it, as well as we got tons of other new awesome Digimon merch that you might also like. Here up on the screen, we've got some stuff that works as great keychains, as well as like fridge magnets, or even memory markers themselves. They come in multiple different styles, so just go and check those out also. All right, so let's actually hit the record button this time and do this one more time. All right, so kicking it off, we got Greymon going first. We see that BT5 draw Koromon with the new Agumon, followed up by an Agumon X. Just lots and lots of draws going on here. A little bit of a debate, though, on what to go into next. Go for the Greymon X. We do see what the debate was, skipping the Greymon line or not. Kicking it over, we see the new Balmon, pretty standard for Loogamon decks, followed up by Drakmon, that is the when attacking inheritable that lets you evo into a dark animal from trash, followed up by the Loogarmon, and then hard playing an AG to pass turn there. That is a very solid like starting play for the Loogamon deck. Literally, they could OTK if they have the right cards on the following turn. It's that strong. Kicking it back over to us, though, we just playing Agumon X here, digging a little bit deeper, trying to find an Agumon as well as an X antibody option. I do pick up the BlackWarGreymon X off that hit, though. Followed up by just hard dropping a tie, allowing for a cheaper Metal Greymon Evo on the following turn, and just cheap Evos moving forward. Now, putting them at 3 memory here, if they have the pieces, they can absolutely pop off. So AG, choosing not to promote here, AG will bump them up to 4 memory. Going to play the Fanglong or Fangmon. Not going to use the first part of the effect, just the second part of the trash cards here. Then we see the purple training option come down, going for the 1 of calling instead of the level 4. We do decide to promote here. They put us the 2 memory we needed. We go into Metal Greymon here for a 2 cost thanks to that tie. We slide in the X antibody. We're going to see the big power plays here of Koromon will draw. We're going to raid with the Metal Greymon here and do the X antibody. Also, the Metal Greymon will play us out a tie because the attack was redirected here. And then finally, we will get the Pierce with security attack +1 from that Greymon or Metal Greymon X. Hit into a analog youth though, but no Digimon on the hit. Ouch. Which, hey, maybe that's good though. You know, clear those 3 draws out of the way so they can get set up for next turn potentially here. And then deciding what to go with, do we go with the BlackWarGreymon X that we saw added off the Agumon X? That will put them in a big 5 memory, though. That's just absolutely massive. And we don't even get anything on the reboot pop or anything off of it. It's just a big body. Just going with the Greymon X to pass turn there for 2 memory, putting them at 2. They do decide to go ahead and promote up that Loogarmon. AG will bump them up to 3 memory because we do have a Digimon in play. Now they have an Analog Youth as well as the Purple Training, so they can go into a level 5 for just 1 memory. All right, we see the Soul Loogamon level 5 coming down. Very powerful card for the deck. Really, just they're absolute big playmakers here. Now at this point, AG should be underneath to do this effect. Normally on the Soul Loogamon, you can only bring back a level 3. To bring back a level 4, you have to have AG underneath. So AG should be in the inheritables at this point underneath that Soul Loogamon. This is a misplay. So and then he's going to gain that 1 memory off of the level 4 Loogamon, the Loogarmon. So when a Digimon is played, he gains that 1 memory. I believe it's only played by an effect. Here going to hard play the Fascomon there. That's the on deletion draw 1 trash 1. So here he's going to use the Alliance from the AG. Again, that should be underneath. And then we'll trash a card to gain a memory. And then gets 2 security checks. And then swings with that Rush. BlackWarGreymon unfortunately hits into a Hades Force, which will pop that Loogamon before any big plays can go down. But does have the analog use, so go ahead and suspend that. Gain a memory, as well as hatch a new baby. So can immediately prep for a new turn. So goes into a new Loogamon here. And we see another Loogamon on top of that. So immediately right back into it. Now remember, this AG should be deleted at this point. It should have been underneath that Loogamon. So it should not be in play at this point. Now it will thankfully not actually come up moving forward. Not really, at least. Goes for the calling here, hits the Fascomon. Now, we do have to play this in the right order here. You do have to finish resolving that calling, so you have to add the 2 targets back to hand. Goes for the Fascomon, but I do have to inform them that if you add the Fasco, you can't get the draw trash off the Fascomon on deletion effect, because it's no longer in trash to resolve. So instead, he's going to grab a different target out of trash. He grabs I believe the Hell Loogamon. Or it could have been another Loogamon. And then he'll get the Fascomon, the draw, trash, and just waiting for that trash now. Goes for another AG here. Might have been a different trash, honestly, if he had known he didn't have one in play. Kicks that over to our turn, though. We still have a full field in a pretty good position here. Go ahead and hatch that Coromon, Evo, and Agumon X in raising. Not always the best thing, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. It is still a 0 Evo to draw. Ties are set up here. We do go for a swing here, hitting into a purple training, because the other one is protected here. And then we see the BlackWarGreymon, this is the new secret rare, comes down here. Basically has Blitz, swings, piercing, and then the ties will reduce its 4 down to a 2 Evo cost. So we do get that full clear of security, but not quite enough to keep it on our turn to do any other shenanigans. Now he does gain that 1 memory off of AG, so keep in mind he should be 1 memory less moving forward here, so he should be still at 1 memory. Goes for a 1 Evo cost into the Loogamon thanks to that purple training, should be at 0 memory. Now when digivolving here, so he does say, well, I forgot to slide it underneath as the source. Well, that's okay, because it shouldn't be there anyways, so it actually works out. So here he can still play a level 3 though at this point. So it goes for the Drakmon here, that on play, reveal 3. You trash 1 dark animal and then put 1 in hand. So then just a big debate what to do here. So trash the Loogamon, bottom deck the Fascomon, and then add the Fenrir to hand here. So now he's in a position to make some really powerful plays here. Again, does not have Alliance in this situation, which is pretty important. Played a Digimon by an effect here, so we'll gain the memory from the Loogamon and the Loogamon inheritable. Then when attacking, trash a card to gain another memory. And then the Balmon Baby will let you then Evo into that card immediately. So Evo's into the Fenrir that he just trashed off that Loogamon. Now, we should be at 1 memory at this point, but thankfully Fenrir... or yeah, 2, so, but puts us a 3, I believe, in this situation. I might have missed the play there. So, can only play 1 Digimon though. If he had AG as a source, he could play an additional 2, but again, there is no AG in the source, so he only plays out the BlackWarGreymon. I missed where he gained that extra 2 memory off of that though, while he moved it again. But does hit into another Hades Force. Like, that's super unfortunate that he hit into a Hades Force right then, because he should have been able to get some really good effects there on the following. Fortunately, did not have the memory to swing over the BlackWarGreymon either, not without the Alliance. Does scoop it up there, though, so we'll just kick it right back just a little bit there. So no follow-up play to clear our field or anything like that. So just cannot quite take the game after that. So a little bit of a misplay there, but even with those those little handicaps, still was not enough to take it. So go into game 2 here, though. let you see how the deck works a little bit differently at this point. So they will be going first this time. We see that Balmon, and then but purple training right off the bat, not the best, and then goes right into another purple training. Does at least hit a rookie off of it. It's so common how that happens, training into training card. We see a very, very similar play as that first turn here, though. We go Agumon to Agumon X, and then going for the Yuya play. I am still playing the Yuya here just for that immunity to all options, just in general here. We don't have any kind of good Omni protection built into the deck like other decks do these days, so Yuya is still kind of my go-to in for a lot of these plays, as well as, you know, just a solid memory fixer here for the BlackWarGreymon variant at least. Here we're seeing Analog Youth coming down here. Not the best. Goes for the Black Gatomon pickup though. Ouch. That's definitely not the best in this situation. And then just goes for the hard play Drakmon here. Hits into another double. So at least he can pick up one of the doubles this time. So picks up a Loogamon, trashes a Loogamon, passes it to us. Yuya will set us to 3 here. No rookie in his raising, though. That's at least a little bit good for us. Greymon X again, though. And then we see that Metal Greymon, just the regular Metal Greymon after that. But now we have a very, very powerful stack waiting in the wings in our raising area. So could be very disastrous for him, depending on what he does here. So goes for Loogamon in raising. It's the one he picked up off the Drakmon on the previous turn. And then goes for the Miss Memory Boost here for 3 memory to put us to 1. Mill 2, draw 1. Nothing too crazy on that mill. And then Yuya will put us to 3. So now we're in a situation where we could raid over that Drakmon if we want. If we have the X antibody, we can do that play like we did on the first turn with the Metal Greymon X. But instead we go for the new Metal Greymon X, just when Digivolving, we had to pop that Drakmon because we have a Metal Greymon in source. As well as we can't have our DP reduced or be de-digivolved at this point. And then Yuya also makes us immune to options of our opponents at least. So then checking the DP of Fenrir. Fenrir is only 12, and we are currently at 12 DP, 12,000 DP. So the only thing in security that could kill us would be a Fenrir, and we already know that that 2 are in trash. So we just go for it. Pays off. We go into BlackWarGreymon, pop the Analog Youth. Unfortunately, no reboot built into BlackWarGreymon, so we don't get that unsuspend to trash another security. Also, we didn't get a pop an AG, which popping an AG would have been a lot better in this situation. And our Digimon is suspended for just like free clear here. Now it is at 14,000 DP because that Yuya effect will last through the turn. Here that Loogamon, start of main phase, can play a AG from hand or trash as the bottom source. So now he will have Alliance. Goes for the 1 Evo cost into Black Gatomon using that purple memory. Definitely not the most efficient there. And then we'll see the Miss Memory Boost getting popped to gain memory. Then it can go into the Soul Loogamon and keep it on his turn here. I'm not sure if he drew for that Evo or not. I don't think he did. But can play a level 4 out. So normally can only play at level 3, but AG will bump it up to a level 4 since he has AG in the sources here. There he does draw for that Evo. And then he should gain 1 memory off that Loogamon, which he then does. And then just debating what plays to do here. So swings here, trashes the Fenrir Loogamon to gain 1 memory off the Soul Loogamon, and then the Balmon will then let him immediately Evo into that Fenrir that he just discarded. So very, very powerful plays here. And he does have AG in the source this time, so he can play a total of 3 level 4s from trash that are Dark Animal, I believe. Yeah, Dark Animal or Sock. And apparently the Drakmon is not a Dark Animal, which is pretty rough in this situation. But a Digimon was played, so he gets to unsuspend thanks to that Soul Loogamon inheritable here. Now he's going to be in a position so he can alliance in this situation. I think alliancing with the Black Gatomon and swinging over the BlackWarGreymon would be the play here because he would have been at 18k. Now, Finn, I think he was also kind of misplaying this, thinking that he could pop the BlackWarGreymon, not realizing that we had the protection effect from our Greymon X. So then that when attacking, he can pop a level 3, and then for every Digimon he has in play, he can increase the level. So he gets 2 pops there. He is unsuspended at this point, though. He should not have unsuspended because he did not get to delete something. So he unsuspended, thinking that he would have that he deleted something. So that's how Fenrir's second unsuspend would work. Because your turn, where is it? When attacking by deleting one, level 3 or lower, unsuspend this Digimon. So he should not be unsuspended at this point. So he should have just swung over the BlackWarGreymon and called it good. With the boost from the Black Automon with the Alliance. And so we would have been at 4 security at this point. And then that swing, that initial swing should have just been this one right here. So swinging over it and calling it good there. That would have been the big difference. And then the Loogamon should have been unsuspended at this point, but it doesn't have rush. And we should be at 4 security. So that is a big misplay here. And then just going to pass turn. So we'll just keep that in mind moving forward. We should be at 4 security here. They weren't anything important in security. It was like a level 5 and something else. Nothing too impactful. Does pass us to 3 here. So we are trying to debate what to go with here. We just go into the new alt-art Agumon here. That is from the new BT14 participation packs, I believe, is what this Agumon is. It's like the world anniversary one or whatever it is. I don't know. It's the only alt art for that Agumon, so I had to grab it. Greymon here. This is a security attack +1 alt art Greymon from the old Tamer pack. Opponent's still at 4 security. It's a lot to chew through, especially with them having a big field full of stuff. So big debates of what to go with here, and then just playing the Dig Agumon. Really need a Metal Greymon there in raising. I guess there isn't any. We get a tie as well as a Greymon, so grab a BlackWarGreymon. Kicking it over to our opponent here. Start a main phase here. AG will bump them up to 3 memory. Goes for the Loogamon here and draw, and then just debates what to do here. Just talking it out. 2 security. If one is a Hades Force, you want that first thing you swing with in this situation to be Fenrir Loogamon, because if you swing with one of the other ones first, then the Hades Force will pop the Fenrir Loogamon, and then you wouldn't get any more checks. So it was debating the Alliance off of the AG there, and if he had, it would have been really bad. However, again, remember we should have been at 4 security here, so the play he did there wouldn't have worked. However, he still could have very easily won it if he had just hard played that Loogamon or any other rookie that he had in hand for 3 memory, gone to 0. He could have swung with the Fenrir Loogamon, and then used Alliance from that AG on the whatever rookie he hard played, giving himself security attack +1, as well as using Fenrir Loogamon's when attacking effect to pop that Agumon. Like putting that Agumon there also like sealed the deal for us to lose, because Fenrir can pop it and unsuspend himself. So he got that 2 checks off the Alliance, and then he swings again for 2 more checks, clearing our security, and then he can swing with Black Automon or the Loogamon and have taken the game. So either way, he still would have won it in that situation. He would have had to play it slightly different there at the end, but would have still ended up taking it. Also, again, hard playing that Agumon really set us up for failure there. But again, we had no idea that we should have been at 4 security instead, so that could have played it out a little bit differently. Overall, though, BlackWarGreymon still feels pretty much the same. It's got a few more techs to it now. It's got the offensive training that it can use for more consistency. It's got the new Agumon that can reduce the Evo cost of a Greymon that goes on top of it if you so choose. It gives that 2k buff, so same as the promo Agumon, but this one also actually has an effect, like a main effect as well, in case you get a chance to use it. It's got the new secret rare BlackWarGreymon. Some people are using it, some people aren't. I'm still going back and forth on whether I like it or not. It is a very powerful card, but the previous BlackWarGreymon also very relevant. But either way, Greymon still pretty much plays exactly the same. Loogamon, though, very interesting new deck. Dark Animal support. Finally, Dark Animal like tactics is good, like trashing stuff to your, trashing stuff from hand to trash, and then getting to Evo from your trash. Like this deck actually doing all those things, as well as getting to play free bodies out. Now the deck can be a little bit of a glass cannon, right? It has no protection. It's getting a good amount of swings in. We saw it there that Fenrir Loogamon can swing 3 times in a turn potentially. One from the unsuspend from the Soul Loogamon, and then that's unsuspend from Fenrir himself. And then if you're using Alliance, that's 6 security checks, a single black Automon. That's an OTK on turn 2 going second. So you your play is go Loogamon and then go into your level 4, play an AG to pass it back to your opponent. Your opponent passes it to you. You promote up. You gain that memory off of AG. You slide the AG underneath, and then you just like completely pop off from there. It's absolutely absurd all the different plays you can do with this deck. But yeah, you can full OTK your opponent very easily going second on turn 2 with this deck. You just need to see some of the pieces. You don't even need to see all the pieces. You just need to see a few pieces, and you got full combo there. I think the only ones you have to have is Fenrir, of course, Soul Loogamon, and an AG. And then you just need a rookie and a level 4, I believe. It definitely helps if you have the Loogamon and the Loogamon, because they're going to give you that memory when you play a Digimon. So when you play those cards from trash for free, that memory gain will definitely help you out, requiring your opponent to not put you as much memory if you have those guys. But if you do have them, then your opponent can put you to 1. You can still like full OTK them. I'll do a full deck profile later in the week, and we'll go over that whole combo then, and you can kind of see how it works. Also, I'll show you a BlackWarGreymon X deck profile that I'm putting together. Really enjoying Greymon as always. Very fun deck. It is a little stale at this point. Like, we've been playing it for like over a year at this rate. But Fenrir is very fresh. Very glass cannon-y though. If it dies in all those security checks, that kind of sucks losing your stack. But think of it this way. You got to play 4 bodies for free. Soul Loogamon plays 1, and then Fenrir will play 3. So you get free 4 bodies off during your combo. Oh, I lost my stack. Shucks, what am I gonna do? Oh, I've got these 4 extra bodies here that I did off of my combos. Oh, Analog Youth, let me hatch an egg and Evo a rookie in raising area, so I'm ready for full combo again next turn. Yeah, absolutely busted. Super cool deck. Really enjoying it. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Hopefully it wasn't too long for you. If you're still here, please like the video and subscribe if you're not already. We're getting close to that 5K. Hopefully we can hit it before the end of the year. It might be a little bit of a reach, but I would really